welcome to book one of the reading vlog. So this reading vlog is going to be Instagram picks my read. So I like doing this anyway, like I like putting a little poll on my Instagram and saying pick my next read. And so I thought that can be the decider for my next YouTube video. And this was the poll that I posted today. It was between William Prey by Ali Oleander or Kiss the Villain by Rena Ken. As you can see, Kiss the Villain was a clear winner. So that is what I'm reading. I have started it and I got up to chapter 8, which is page 98. This is a proof copy, so this is being traditionally published in the UK in August, but this is a proof copy. It's very floppy, it's very chunky, it's very gorgeous. I must say, I've been eating this up so far. It says on the back here some of the tropes, so it's professor student, forbidden romance, hate to love, age gap, mutual obsession. And this is an MM romance as well, so do with that what you will. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it at the minute. And I know that as far as Rena Kent books go, this is her most, I think, controversial in terms of people either love it or hate it. I've never seen anyone kind of just like in between. I feel like it's one or the other. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'll be interested to see if that stays the same. But up to now, really enjoying it. So I'm going to carry on reading for a bit and then I'll let you know how I'm getting on. Just a quick update from me, guys. It's the next morning. I flew through the majority of Kiss the Villain last night. I was up till like 2 AM just because not because I was like, oh my god, on the edge of my seat, just because I was wide awake. I'm currently now at chapter 38. I read a bit more when I woke up this morning as well. Currently now at chapter 38, which is page 484. I have been enjoying this. Is it my favourite Rena Kent book? No. Is it my least favourite Rena Kent book? Also no. Have been enjoying it. The spice is great. Some of the nicknames, some of the names for things and nicknames and stuff are cringing me out a little bit, but that's that. I do feel it's a little bit longer than it needs to be. Like, I'd be happy if this ended now. Like, I'm low-key kind of like, let's wrap this up, but there's still a little chunk left. Yeah. So yeah, I do feel like we could definitely be wrapping this up now. It's definitely longer than it needs to be, in my opinion. But I've had a good time with it. I've found it really easy to read. It's definitely, like, whenever I do read Rena Kent books, like, as much as I love them, I do kind of, like, it makes me question myself sometimes. Yeah, so they are dark romance, and I will say they're very unhinged dark romances, so I wouldn't read a Rena Kent book as your first dark romance, if I'm being honest. Especially not this one as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to say about it. I'm not sure what I will rate it. Obviously, I've still got this little bit to finish. And then I'll let you know, and I'll also put my next poll on Instagram because, yeah, I need to pick my next read. I'm kind of annoyed at the lack of, like, fluffy romance books that I've got. Because that's what I want to read, but I feel like I don't really have any on my TBR right now. Unless I look on my Kindle. I'm not sure if I've got any downloaded on my Kindle. I'm really not sure. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this up to now. Guys, I am just about to go and do like my whole Sunday like shower and shave and all of that good stuff. But I just put my next poll on Instagram and I need a summer read. I need a summer read. That is what I need in my life now. And so the two books that I put, see, this is the difficulty because I did have one that I wanted people to choose and it's absolutely not being picked at all. So I put Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid and Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan, which Same Time Next Summer was what I wanted to win. But it's getting absolutely annihilated by Malibu Rising. I think Malibu Rising's got like 80% of the votes. So it looks like Malibu Rising will be my next read, but hey, stay tuned. I'll let you know after I've had my shower and everything like that and wash my hair. Having to wash my hair, it's literally like nearly 30 degrees outside and I have to wash my hair and dry it. Yeah, pray for me. Pray for me, please. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm showered and yeah, Malibu Rising is the clear winner of the poll. I finished Kiss the Villain. I don't really have any other thoughts other than what I said to you before. I liked it. I had a good time with it. It's not my favourite Rena Kent book. It's not my least favourite Rena Kent book. It definitely could have been shorter than it was. I found myself getting a little bit bored at times. But overall, I rated it 3.75 stars. Like, it was good if you want something spicy and a bit unhinged. And you want an MM romance. Yeah. I think I just didn't really love... I think if I loved one of the characters, then I would have maybe enjoyed it more, but I think I weren't really that bothered about either of them. Gareth was quite annoying. I just weren't really that bothered. Yeah, it was fine, it was good. And that's kind of that, really. So now I've got Malibu Rising ready to go. I think this is a good time to read it because it's really sunny and it's really hot, and I think it is. It says here, a sex on the beach cocktail of a book. So I feel like good time to read it. I've got my little beach read bookmark. This is kind of like Emily Henry themed, but I'm using it for this book because I feel like it matches. It goes pretty well. And I'm wearing orange as well. Wow. Matchy matcha. So, let's get into it. I've had my shower and everything. I've washed the pots. Now I've just got time to chill. Let's go. Guys, so yesterday when I said I was going to start reading Malibu Rising, I ended up watching Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders on Netflix. And that was yesterday. And have I watched both seasons from start to finish? Yes, I have. I have binged the full 2 seasons. So, didn't have an update for you yesterday. But anyway, whilst I was in work today, I was listening to the audiobook of Malibu Rising. And I got to about 40-odd%. So, not quite halfway yet. But what is everyone sleeping on this Taylor Jenkins Reid book or what? Because as far as Taylor Jenkins Reid books go, this is probably, no one ever speaks about this one. I've never seen anyone speak about this one. I mean, I'm sure people do, but I've never seen anyone like recommend this book or be excited about this book. Up to now, this is my favourite book of hers that I've read. Genuinely, I am like addicted to it. I'm addicted to it. And if you've read any of her other books, you probably would have heard a mention of a character called Mick Reaver. And Mick Reaver is kind of like a main character in this book, and it follows like him in the past and then his kids in the present day. And Mick Reaver, count your days. If I ever find you... yeah, so he's a really, really just, oh my god, frustrating character. And it's been like so frustrating to read, but I'm so emotionally invested. So now that I've finished both seasons of Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, I am gonna take my makeup off, which is what I should be doing right now. And I'm going to get in bed and read some more of Malibu Rising. Oh my god, I don't even want it to end though, but honestly, so far, like easily my favourite Taylor Jenkins Reid book up to now. Anyway, obviously, it could all go downhill in the next 50%, and I could be like, oh my god, actually I hated it, but I doubt. Nah, I need to do teeth whitening. So anyway, yeah guys, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll update you again in the morning. So, good night. I fear we are all sleeping on the fact that Malibu Rising is the best Taylor Jenkins Reid book. And that's that. I said what I said. I did finish it, and I did rate it 5 stars. I don't know if I told you what it was about on this video, but yeah, I did. I told you it was about Mick Reaver. And so his chapters were the past chapters, and then the present chapters were about his kids. He's got 4 kids, and every year Nina, the eldest sibling, throws a party at the end of summer to celebrate the end of summer, and it's like a big event that everyone wants to go to. It's full of celebrities and gossip and scandal. There's Nina, and Nina herself is a like professional like model and surfer kind of thing. So yeah, it's just peak 1980s summer socialite drama vibes. But it's also, like, at its core, it's more of a story of loyalty and legacy and family and betrayal and grief and everything. Everything. I loved it so much. I cared about those characters so much. It had me crying. It had me hooked. It had me gripped. The writing was, of course, amazing. The way Taylor Jenkins Reid tells a story is just incredible. And I loved it. So it was a 5-star read for me. And to think I was disappointed when it got picked on the poll. And now I'm like... one of my favourite reads of the year. On that note, guys, it is time to put my next poll on Instagram. I think I'm going to put on it Pen Pal by JT Geisinger. I don't know how he's pronounced that name. Hopefully that's correct, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to put Pen Pal on it, and then I don't really know what else. There's a few books. But I also have this little bookshelf here near our kitchen that is kind of like a TBR shelf. And on this shelf I have got this that I really want to read. House in the Cerulean Sea. I believe this is like a cozy summer fantasy. Linus Baker leads a quiet life. At 40, he has a tiny house with a devious cat and beloved records for company. And at the department in charge of magical youth, he spent many dull years monitoring their orphanages. Then one day, he's summoned by extremely upper management and given a highly classified assignment. He must travel to an orphanage where 6 dangerous children reside, including the Antichrist. There, Linus must somehow determine if they could bring on the end of the days. Linus must somehow determine if they could bring on the end of days, but their guardian, charming and enigmatic Arthur, will do anything to protect his wards. As Arthur and Linus grow closer, Linus must choose between duty and his dreams. Cool. Okay, so I think we'll put those two on the poll. Very different vibes. Very, very different vibes, but we'll see what gets chosen. Hello, my loves. I am back. It's a couple of days later and the results of the poll are in. Now, I left this one on till the very, very end because it was neck and neck for a minute there. It was 50-50 for a while there. And it was between Pen Pal and House in the Cerulean Sea. So yeah, like I say, it was ebbing and flowing. It was, yeah, neck and neck. Anyway, the winner of the poll, as you can see from this picture, was Pen Pal by JT Geisinger. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about this. So this is dark romance and it says, the first letter arrived the day my husband was buried. It was postmarked from the state prison and it contained a single sentence, I'll wait forever if I have to. It was signed by Dante, a man I didn't know. Out of simple curiosity, I wrote back to ask him what he was waiting for. His reply, you. I told the mystery man he had the wrong woman, he said he didn't. I said we'd never met, but he said I was wrong. We went back and forth, exchanging letters every week that grew increasingly more intimate. Then one day, the letters stopped. When I found out why, it was already too late. Dante was on my doorstep, and nothing on earth could have prepared me for what happened next. Now, this, I feel like a while ago, maybe like a few years ago, popped off on BookTok, and it's now being traditionally published in the UK in August. I was lucky enough to get a proof copy from Pam Macmillan. Why do I look so washed out? Anyway, yeah, I was lucky enough to get sent an early copy from Pam Macmillan, so thank you so much to the besties of Pam Macmillan for this. And I'm so excited to read this, but I have heard there is an absolutely big fat plot twist in this book, and I'm feral for a plot twist, so I can't wait. So I am actually going out now. I'm going out for the day. It's Saturday today. I'm going out with my friends, and when I come back, I might actually read a couple of pages now. I might read a couple of pages now before I go out because I've still got a bit of time, but I've got about half an hour before I need to leave. So I might read a couple of pages now, and then obviously I'll settle in and buckle on down when I get back. So I'll update you later on, but it sounds great. It sounds like something I'm going to love. I love dark romance. I love anything with a big plot twist. So I'm intrigued. This guy's hot. So, you know, I'm sold. I'll keep you updated. Low-key, I was in the mood for dark romance, so I am quite glad that this was what won. But I do really, really want to read this, so I am really excited to read this whenever I do get to that, which will definitely be soon. But yeah, I was just in the mood for this, so I'm glad that it won. Thanks, guys. Guys, sorry, I know I just said I'll update you later, but I am just... Literally, this is page 1, right? This is page 1. And I'm going to tell you now, I know what the plot twist is. Well, no, that's me being cocky. I think I know what the plot twist is. I could be totally wrong, and I hope I'm totally wrong because I don't want to have just guessed it that easily. But I'm going to tell you now from the first sentence, I think I already know what the situation's going to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. But then I might surely not, because then surely everyone would have guessed that. If I'm guessing this from page 1, then surely everyone would have guessed that. But basically, I'll bleep this out if it's correct, but I think it says, it's raining as my husband's casket is lowered into the hole in the ground. And then, so I think obviously this guy that writes her letters from prison is going to be the guy that killed her husband. End of story. Got to be honest, about this book. I basically read 25% of it and then Googled a summary of what actually happened. There was just no way that I could actually finish that book. Everyone was going on about this plot twist, and even the plot twist, I never would have guessed it because it was so completely ridiculous that I feel like it doesn't even make sense with the story and how the story is marketed. Like, it doesn't even make sense that that would happen. And also, I think the writing style wasn't for me. Like, chapter 1, we've got this woman grieving her husband, and then chapter 3, the same woman is getting freaky in the bedroom with someone that's randomly just come into it now, like from nowhere. Like, it was all just, it felt all over the place. Like, I was honestly confused. Like, I had whiplash. Then, like, there was one scene where he called her a little bunny and she called him a big bad lion. And I was like, sorry. No. I was literally reading it like, no, guys, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So, obviously it was technically a DNF. I did Google it to find out what happened, like what the plot twist was, which was just completely ridiculous, I'll be honest. But I do know that on TikTok, that book is well loved. Obviously, a lot of people have read it whilst it's been independently published, and people do love it. For most people I know, it's been like a 5-star read. So don't let what I'm saying put you off, you know, like do give it a try. It comes out, it's been traditionally published in August. So if you do think that it's dark romance, but it also low-key kind of reads like a thriller as well, in my opinion. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it really. And it's, to be honest, that was going to be the last book of the video. But considering the fact that I've literally not even actually read it, I might need to do one more. I don't know. I've kind of got nothing on my radar that I want to read at the minute, and I feel like I am going into reading something which also would have played a part in how I felt about the book. Like the fact that I was reading it as I could feel myself going into reading something, obviously that has probably skewed my experience of reading it. I don't think I would have liked it anyway. I think it just wasn't for me. Just like, even thinking about it now, like the plot twist and that, I just think, what a weird book. Like, what an actually weird book. No, just not for me, that, guys. Just not for me. Yeah, anyway, guys, I don't really know what to do now. I really don't know what to do. Because now I just think I'm going to read something. I know, actually. No, I'm going to put another poll on. And then that book, whatever book gets picked on that will be the last book. So I'm going to put another poll on. Okay guys, so it's now the evening time, and basically I did my next poll, and the books that I included, as you can see from the image here, were The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy and Rose in Chains. Now, regardless of the result of the poll, I knew I'm going to be reading these two in the very near future anyway, regardless. So either way, both of them will be getting read. However, it was just a case of which one was I going to read, which one was going to be my next read, you know? And the people have spoken, and Rose in Chains was the winner. Now, obviously, I'm hoping this cures me, because the experience with Pen Pal last night was bad. It was bad. Look how good those annotation tabs match. Stunning. So, yeah, I really need this to be... I need this to be good, basically. And I've heard that this is The Irresistible Urge for Your Enemy. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy is more of like a witty, fun time, and this one's a bit of a darker, emotional time. And I think maybe because Pen Pal was so unserious and just insane, that I need this vibe, actually. And this is the Fairy Loot Special Edition, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to start reading this now, and I will update you once I've read. Oh, let me take the dust jacket off. That's so nice. I'm going to update you once I've read. I love this bit. That's so cute, that, innit? I'll update you once I've read a bit of it and let you know how it's going. Okay? Guys, I am only on chapter 4. Like, I'm just about to start chapter 4. I'm already really enjoying this. Like, it's really... emotional already. Like, people were not lying when they said this is like a darker sadder kind of style of book, because it definitely is. Now, I believe that this is reworked from what was a Dramini fanfiction called The Auction. So it's been reworked and now it's an actual book and it's called Rose in Chains. So yeah, that's kind of all I know about it. But 3 chapters in already, like, it's been very action packed and very emotional already. So I have a good feeling about this book, but I do think it's going to make me cry because, yeah, like I say, it's been sad already, so I can only imagine like what it's going to be like further on. I'll keep you updated. Hello guys, sorry for how bad I look. My hair was scraped back, but it was starting to hurt me. It's the next day and I am obviously still reading Rose in Chains. I read a bit of it on my Kindle in bed last night, and now I'm back to the physical book again. I'm about halfway through and I'm really enjoying it. So just to tell you a little bit of what it's about, we've basically got this world that they're in and there's 2 separate parts of it. There's Bamard and there's Evermore, and in Evermore the people focus on mind magic, and in Bamard the people focus on heart magic. And they're kind of like, they've always kind of coexisted and stuff, and like in the school year the students of both sides go to school together, but other than that they are low-key like rivals. And basically Evermore kind of gets infiltrated and taken over by the rival forces, and our female main character Bryony is from Evermore, and our male main character Torvin, is it Torvin or Tovin? Tovin, I don't know. He's a Bamard, and that's kind of all I'll say in terms of premise, but it's a lot darker and a lot sadder than I was expecting. Like, it really is a really dark story, and like basically the girls from Evermore have now been like captured and put up for basically sold to people from Bamard to like use them for the magic and stuff like that, and obviously other things. So yeah, it's very dark, it's very sad, but it's a very good story, if that makes sense. Obviously it's not good what's happening, but I mean it's good storytelling. I'm really hooked, I'm really invested, I really want to see what happens, and yeah, that's kind of that at the minute. So far so good. No, I'm literally always late for work, guys. Basically, I'll tell you about it properly later, but oh my god, I stayed up last night to finish Rose in Chains and it's fucking amazing. Like, it's so amazing. I loved it so much. Like, I just know that I think I'm going to be in a reading slump now because I just know that I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about it. Like, guys, I loved it so much. You don't even understand. Hi, besties. Last time we spoke, which was yesterday, was just a very abrupt clip of me rushing to make it to work on time and just saying that I loved Rose in Chains and it was amazing, and that still stands. It was absolutely amazing. It was a 5-star read, without a doubt. I think it's going to put me in a reading slump because all I can think about is how much I want book 2, which there's no announcement or date for that or anything, so God only knows when that will be, but whenever it will be, I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. I loved the magic system of it, the mind magic versus the heart magic. I thought it was really unique. It kept me really intrigued, and I loved the politics surrounding it. I loved that the romance element was just a complete slow burn. It was just so much slow burn and tension. Like, honestly, nothing drastically happened with the romance in book 1, but the seeds were planted. Do you know what I mean? The seeds were planted, and it was, oh my god, I was just like hooked on every word of this book. I loved it so much. And yeah, I've never read the fan fiction that this book has been reworked from, so I can't speak to that and how it compares to that or anything, but I just read it as it is, a romantasy book, and it was absolutely brilliant. Guys, I loved it so much. Like, genuinely, I was really like caring about the outcome. I really was rooting for all the female main character and like all of her friends and family and stuff that were in the horrible situation. Like, I was just rooting for them all so much, and oh, I just want to know what happens. Guys, it was so good. I just thought it was just absolutely brilliant storytelling. I really like it. Is please do check trigger warnings, because it's just got a very dark tone to it and just some really horrible stuff happening, but the actual storytelling I think was brilliant. I honestly was like hanging off every word and I loved it so much. On that note, guys, that is going to be the last book of this video, because yeah, I feel like we've had quite a lot of books in this video now. I have loved doing this. I've loved kind of getting stuff off my TBR by asking Instagram to choose my next read. And yeah, like I say, I was kind of, when Malibu Rising got picked, I was gutted, but ended up being a 5-star read. And when Rose in Chains got picked, I was hoping for the other books to get picked, but Rose in Chains ended up being a 5-star read as well. So it's actually low-key been really helpful for me to ask Instagram to pick my reads. So yeah, obviously there was some not so successful reads, but overall it's been really, really fun, and I think I would definitely do this video again, or some form of this kind of video where other people are choosing my reads, if you would like to see that. So if you have liked this video, please do let me know, and let me know if you'd like to see this kind of style video again. But aside from that, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here. Please do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye!